My name is Brad ASMR. Hello, my name is Brad ASMR, and today, we are going to be doing our weekly check-in, okay? We are going to be doing our weekly check-in. I just want to have a little chit-chat. With you. Make sure you're doing well. And to be honest, I want to update you. On what I've been doing as well, okay? Does that sound good? To be honest, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to have a talk, Sometimes it's good to have a talk, a little chit chat. By the way, sorry my hair's wet. I just got out the shower, so yeah. It's just gonna be like that for a little bit. Actually, it looks like the sun has bleached my hair ever so slightly. I've been out in the sun quite a bit the last couple of days. It looks like the sun has bleached my hair. Anyway. How are you doing? Are you doing well? Yeah, are you doing well? Fantastic. What have you been up to this last week or weekend? Have you been doing anything interesting? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you've gone on holiday somewhere nice and special, or maybe you've just been locking in. Maybe you've been locking in, you've been working, you've been going to the gym, you've been grinding, and you've just been working on yourself. Hey, what is it? I mean, you can't have wasted time because you're locked in. I know you are. You're locked in. And if you never and you wasted a bit of time, maybe next week we can improve on that, okay? Maybe next week we can improve on that. Okay, look how tired I look. My lips are dry. I tried to put like a little bit like a lip balm or whatever it's called, lip balm on my lips, but they're a little bit dry. And my eyes, they're really tired, to be honest. So should I tell you what I've been up to? Well, I have been doing a challenge, and to be honest, this is going to be the point of this video. Okay? Talking about how to challenge yourself and why challenging yourself is important every now and again. Okay? So what has Brad ASMR been up to? So I challenge myself to a long walk, okay? This is the longest walk I've ever done. And I signed up to it knowing that it was going to be hard, but I didn't know what to expect, And sometimes in life, that is the important thing. Sometimes you have to do stuff, not know what to expect, and just wing it as it comes. And to be honest, that is exactly what I did. This weekend. So I done a walk in the south coast of England. And that walk was a little bit longer than a normal walk. It was 32.6 miles long. That walk was 32.6 miles long, okay? And I had to complete it all within half a day. Now, this was not any walk. This was up and down. And I believe at the end I tracked it on my phone. And it was roughly 1.7 thousand meters of elevation gain. Which, to be honest, for England down south sounds a bit crazy, but if you go along the south coast, like the Jurassic coast, it is rather hilly. And like I said, I didn't know what to expect when I was on the walk. I got to be honest, the night before, actually we was camping, and as you know, I've got a little one, and to be honest, the first night of camping is never the best sleep you're ever gonna have, because to be honest, even when I'm in a hotel somewhere, the first night of sleeping somewhere new, you're always awake, you're worrying about the event the next day, and stuff like that. So, number one thing, I never had the best sleep. Number two, I kind of screwed up. I kind of screwed up my food and drink intake, okay? But this is leading on to something. It means you haven't got to be perfect. You just need a little bit of grit in your head, okay? Anyway, I screwed up my food and drink intake. By mile 10 of the walk, bearing in mind the sun was shining. That's why I have dry lips. That's why I have dry lips, because they must have got a little bit burnt. A lot of sun was shining. By mile 10, I was cramping up. My legs, my leg muscles were cramping. And to be honest, it was the worst cramp I've ever worst cramp I've ever felt in my life, actually. Worst cramp I've ever felt in my life. I went through a roller coaster of emotions. I didn't know whether I could carry on, but my mind was like, no, Brad, you're gonna finish this. You are carrying on, don't even stop. So what I did is I just took a couple of minutes, stretched them out, and the cramp was still unreal. And to be honest, fair to the other people, their kindness helped me through. They started giving me salt tablets, and what that did, that just helped hydrate you, electrolytes. Because if you just drink water and you're not replenishing with electrolytes and salt, that water is not going to replenish your muscles. So after a couple of them, I started feeling better, and I just kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And obviously I was cramping along the way, but yeah, like I said, I went through an emotional roller coaster, but we got there in the end. And I completed my first ever long distance walk, and it was a tough one. And now I feel ultra tired. Now I feel ultra sore. But the sense of achievement is overwhelming, you know. It was well worth it. And that comes to the point that I'm trying to tell you, okay? If I would have any advice for you, it would be that you need to sign yourself up, or you need to challenge yourself to something that you're uncomfortable with, something that you've never done before, something that's going to push your body to its physical limits, and mentally as well, physical and mental limits, okay? Now, obviously, all of our limits are different, and that's absolutely fine. Like, we're not all going to be the same shape, we're not all going to be the same way, but everyone's got their limit, and it's important that you push yourself and you sign yourself and you get uncomfortable, because the sense of achievement you feel after, if you conquer that, and even if you don't, the sense of, well, it gives you something to push to, you know, and it relaxes our mind a bit, and it makes our mind forget about the little things that we shouldn't be thinking about, okay? And it makes you think about the bigger picture, if you kind of get what I mean. So what I recommend to you today, although you've done a fantastic job this last week at work, on holiday, whatever, and they're necessary, I want you to think about something you really want to do, but you just feel like you can't do it yet. That might be a 32-mile walk, that might be a 10-mile walk, that might be a 5-mile, that might be skydiving, that might be, I don't know, sailing or skiing, something like that. Obviously you have to wait till the winter for skiing. I want you to sign yourself up for it, okay? I want you to sign yourself up, and I want you to think about pushing your body out to limits it's never reached before. Okay, it brings back so much endorphins. It gives you something to focus on. It gives you something to focus your energy on, and it makes you want to get in shape, so you're the best shape for it possible. Okay, now listen. It's gonna be tough, and you are gonna want to quit. It's gonna be tough, and you are gonna want to quit, like myself. To be honest, there was stages where I thought, you know what, I can't do this. My brain wants to continue, but my body, I just don't know if my body can do this. It's tough, it's tough. I'm cramping the worst I've ever felt cramp, and I've been doing physical exercise for a long time. And I can't move, my legs are just on the floor. Yeah, but it's important you do not give up. It's important you just say to yourself, look, listen, I'm just going to give it everything I've got. I'm just going to keep going, keep going, keep going. And if I time out because if I time out because I'm not quick enough, so be it. So be it. But at least you never gave up, okay? At least you never gave up. So set yourself a goal, okay? Set yourself a goal. Set yourself a goal that's impossible, and you're just going to do it. And you're just going to train for it. And that's going to help you. And that's going to help you develop as a character, okay? Develop as a character and a human being. And it's going to take your mind off of little things that might cause tiny amounts of sadness and depression, okay? Okay. Anyway, we got a busy week ahead of us, alright? We got a busy week ahead of us. We're all busy doing our thing. So it's been lovely to check up on you, and it's been lovely to have our weekly checkup. I always like it. Thank you for always being here, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Truly. I got a fantastic community. And thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, okay? I'm gonna continue getting ready, and let's push ourselves towards bigger and better things. Okay, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you for choosing Brad ASMR for your relaxation. Make sure you click on the screen now to experience more tingles.